Children, good morning. Welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to discuss about first unit C reading. I will do it. I will do it. See, in this sentence itself, it is giving one sentence. I will do it. That is what you have some. Uh, for example, if you have some sort of trouble, as in such situations, you will say in a self motivation method, I will do it. I will do it. Just previously we have discussed with Nikki Vijicic and more water. The other person in every success story is also have a story of great failures. In that, many people are there. Many people's life history, maximum people are there. They are speaking themselves when they are in dark moment. When they are in dark moment, they are speaking themselves and they are having their own bright future. Okay, let's enter into this lesson. Reading C of Unit 1. I am continuing, my dear children. Please follow me up. He was short. There was a description about a person who is the letters. He was short. He was sharp. He was the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to circle this. Used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. Oh my God. Seniors are asking, that's why he's very sharp and he's brightest boy in the class. Used to. The meaning of used to is express past habit. Express past habit. Express past habit to solve their difficulties in science. That means he is a junior, even though he is solving seniors' difficulties in science. So he is the brightest boy. He could have gone unnoticed in crowd. He could have gone unnoticed. Unnoticed in the sense no one is caring in the crowd. So, but once you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. Spark, shine. A sudden shine will come. Sudden shine. Okay. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. Oh, what a man he is. Theories of, he grasped, he received it. He received the theories of science faster than the speed of light. He came from a poor but educated family. Of course, the family is poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English literature. An avid reader of English literature. He is always he clings to English literature. He is a great reader. Every time he used to read the English literature books, and is a high school teacher. He, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. Of course, who is he? Whose father was a high school teacher? None other than who is that? The person whom we are speaking about from the beginning of the passage. The brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institutes of Technology, or the IITs, or the brightest students always they try for the best, that is IITs. There was an entrance test for IIT. Of course, every IIT has there was entrance test. This boy, along with his friends, applied to appear for the test. Of course, he applied. They did not have any special books or coaching at that time. Long back, there are no special books or no special coaching. All these IIT aspirants would sit below the shade of a stone mandap close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore, where they are would sit below the shade of that stone mandap. Yes, it is in Mysore. It is sleepy town of Mysore and Chamundi Hills, near the Chamundi Hills, under the stone mandap. There is a stone mandap. There they used to read. He was the guide for the others. He is just like a trainer for others. He is giving guidance for others. While the others struggled to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. In no time, in the sense, very short of time. In very less time. Very less time. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. He is dreaming. Is dreaming under a tree. Under a tree, he is dreaming, studying at IIT. It was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at that age, as it still is today. Of course, till today also, IIT, getting a seat in IIT is a great ultimate aim for that kind of age boys. He was then only 16-year-old. He was only 16 years old. The D-Day came. The D-Day in the sense important day. Important day. Understand? Important day. He came to Bangalore, stayed with some relatives, and appeared for the entrance test. He came to Bangalore and he appeared for the entrance test. He did very well, but would only say okay when asked. Of course, he did very well. But when someone asked, he said, "How did you write the exam?" Okay, like that. It was the opposite when it came to food. When he, that means when he eat very less, he will say heavy. Very well, I have eaten like this. When he said okay, it implied bad. When he said good, it implied okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. Understand, children? He's saying what? When he said okay, it implied bad. When he said good, it implied okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. His principle was never to hurt anyone. He never. We can understand his nature even by this kind of things, by this kind of maturity of saying words. He doesn't want to hurt anybody by saying directly no like that. Let's continue. The IIT entrance results came. He had passed with a high rank. What a delight for any student. He was thrilled. He went to his father, who was reading a newspaper. Anna, I have passed the exam. Anna, in the sense, in their language, they are calling father. Well done, my boy. Immediately he said, I want to join in IIT. His father stopped reading the newspaper. He lifted his head, looked at the boy, and said with a heavy voice, he said, "My son, you are a bright boy. You know our financial position. I have five daughters. I have five daughters to be married off and three sons to educate. I am a salaried person. Salaried person means monthly they will get particular salary, not more than that particular round figure. I cannot afford your expenses at IIT. I can't manage your expenses at IIT. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want." Such a dangerous answer. Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bright son. Of course, it is really very difficult situation to any father. But circumstances were like that. It was common then for the man to be the single earning member with a large family dependent on him. Of course, it is really a troublemaking for any father. One single person is earning, and many people are dependent on one single person's earning. Let us continue. Did you understand the situation? He got a high rank and he asked his father, Father, I got a good rank, I want to join in IIT. He said, Of course you want to join, but I can't bear that expenses at IIT. His father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth to his son. Of course, no father is ready to share their financial situations to their son and daughter or someone. But it could not be helped. The boy had to understand reality. No father is ready to share their financial status with their parents, with their children. But he had to do that. There is no other option. The boy had no other option. He had to understand. The teenager was disappointed. It seemed his dreams had burned to ashes. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope, fondest hope, yet so far. His heart sank in sorrow. What a nice sentence. His heart sank in sorrow. So he understood. So my wish is not going to be fulfilled. He did not reply anything when father said these all things. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert by nature. Introvert is a word, a person who can't share with that all, a person who can't. Please, my dear children, note it down. It's a big sentence you can write down. A person who can't share the things with all. We can call him introvert. And at the same time, extrovert will be the opposite. The same extrovert, that means a person who can share the things very easily with all. A person can share the things with everyone easily. We can call him extrovert. His heart was bleeding. Wow, his heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. But what kind of? But for example, some other people will be there, like you and I. Whenever we get angry, we will. Sorry, whenever we are feeling unhappy inside the heart, we will get angry and we will shout somebody. Yes or no? So, my dear children, please be careful what you are learning. You are learning. You are learning how to build your personality by seeing someone. Now you have been learning a lot of things from different personalities. Let's come back to the lesson. The day came. His classmates were leaving for Madras, now Chennai. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in school and college together. He went to the situation to say goodbye and good luck to them for their future life. My God, he went to the station to say goodbye. At the station, his friends were already there. They were excited and talking loudly. The noise was like a chirping of birds, birds sound. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels, new courses, etc. He was not part of it. He was not part of it. So he stood there silently. One of them noticed and said, You should have made it. You should have made it. He said that sentence with that particular person. Till now, the about whom we are speaking, we did not know the name. But he is a bright student. He has a lot of interest in science and maths. He used to help everybody in IIT when they are preparing for IIT. That's under the stone mandap. He is a guidance for everybody. He got a good rank and he listened to the father. And his heart was bleeding, even though he did not get angry with anybody. Such a man, he went to the station to give send off to the friends. At the time, one of his friends is saying, "You should have made it." He didn't reply for that even. He only wished all of them. He only wished all of them. They waved at him as the train slowly left the platform. Slowly left the platform. He stood. He stood there even after he could no longer see the train or the waving hands. It was the June of 1962 in Mysore city. Monsoon had set in and it was getting dark. It had started to drizzle. Just beginning of rain. It's beginning rain. Yet he stood there motionless. Motionless. Stand still. He did not move. Stand still. He said to himself, see, 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 my dear children, come here, come here, come here. He said to, what is going on again? Yes, self motivation. Self motivation. Without anger or jealousy. Without any anger or jealousy. He's saying, all students from the IITs study well and do big things in life. But it is not the institution. Ultimately, it is you and you alone who can change your life by hard work. What a sentence! Institution cannot change the fate of the future of a student, but you. But student alone can change his life by doing hard work. What a man he is. Probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. What sentence from Bhagavad Gita? Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. So he was not aware that he is following that Bhagavad Gita, but he said himself. Later, he worked very hard and focused on one thing, never bothering about his personal life or comforts. He did not look about he bothering, worry. He never worry about his comforts and about his life, personal life. How is my life? I don't have that. I don't have this. Like that, he did not worry about that. But he worked very hard. He shared his wealth with others. He shared his wealth with others. He never used the help of any caste, community, or political connections to go up in life. He did not use his caste or community or political connections to go up. He just do hard work. A son of a school teacher showed other Indians it was possible to earn wealth legally and ethically. Of course, he can earn money legally and ethically. He built a team of people who were equally good. He built a team of people. He built a team of people. So he gathered a team, a group. He became a pioneer of India's software industry and started the information technology wave. Whoa! He became a pioneer of India's technology. He's a beginner. He's a beginner in software industry. Today, he has become an icon of simplicity, uncompromising quality, and fairness and uncompromising quality and fairness apart apart from being a philanthropist apart from being a philanthropist, he really believes in the motto powered by intellect and driven by values. He was, he was always, he has a motto. He has a motto powered by the intellect and driven by values. Of course, you must be powered by the intellectuals. You should have the knowledge, but you must be driven by the values of society related values you must give. He is none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayanamurthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. Wow. Till now, we have been speaking about Narayana Murthy. He is right now, right now also he is there. You can check it out in Google. And this story was written by Sudha Murthy. Let us know about Sudha Murthy now. Sudha Murthy, the wife of N.R. Narayan Murthy. Wow, the story written by his wife itself. He is an Indian social worker and author. Murthy began her professional career as a computer scientist and an engineer. She is the chairperson of the Infosys Foundation. She has founded several orphanages, participated in rural development efforts, supported the movement to provide all Karnataka government schools with computer and library facilities, and established the Murthy Classical Library of India at Harvard University. Murthy also teaches computer science. She composed fiction, Dollar Source this is a fiction she composed, Dollar Source. The present story is a selection from one of her most successful stories, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. Wow. Successful stories like what? How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. Wow. This total overall story was written by Sudhamurthy, wife of Narayan Murthy, who is the founder of Infosys. Is India's IT company, leading IT company in India. Wow, what a person he is! See, my dear children, I am giving you a review about the three units of this lesson. Number one is attitude is attitude. Number two is every success story is also stories of great failure. Now three is I will do it. These three units are speaking about your personality development. Almost everybody is motivated. In what way? Yes, self motivation. What a technique they have introduced to you, right? Self motivation. Self motivation is very essential in everybody's life, not even in student, not even in any employee. Everybody. Why people are killing themselves? Why people are killing themselves? The reason is they are thinking there is dead end. No dead end for anybody's life. They are thinking dead end is there in their life. No, no, no. When you don't know, when you don't know how to escape, each and every problem has seven solutions minimum. Minimum seven solutions they have. So, my dear children, out of this total unit, you have learned is very essential thing. Self motivation is required when you're getting less marks in maths, Telugu, social. I'm not getting proper handwriting of Telugu. I'm not getting a lot of getting grammatical mistakes in Telugu or Hindi or English somewhere. See, more than 1,000 times he failed to find the bulb. If he stopped 99th time, 999 time, if he stopped there, he would not have get the chance to introduce the bulb. And we were not there. Right now we were using. Right now we are using very happily the bulb and everything. Where millions of his factory was on fire at the time he said, wow, my mistakes are getting burnt up. I can start new. This kind of attitude is very, very important to lead your life, your future to a great success. This is very, very essential, my dear children. I hope you enjoyed this total three lessons. The coming up, I mean, next classes we will discuss about the major discourse, biographical sketch, which can carry 10 marks in your examination. That is dealt in this first unit. So we will come up with that textual grammar is there, At the same time, the next following class we will deal with textual grammar. At the same time, this uh, biographical sketch. I hope you understand. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you next class. Thank you.